Welcome to the Drunken Guardian podcast. Our show focuses on gaming while we drink. Every episode, we have a featured cocktail on our show description so everyone can try something new every week. Now, this show is more for adults. We do share our thoughts with no filters or censors. We also post videos on gaming news, cocktail recipes, game reviews, and more. We also stream on both YouTube and Twitch. For any questions or thoughts on a topic we touched on, send an email and we may even feature it on the show. All info is in our show description. Remember to drink responsibly and enjoy the show. Today's episode, the boys and I share our thoughts on the PS5 conference stream and what we expect is next during the new console cycle. Enjoy the chat while making yourself today's cocktail, the Hurricane. Recipe is in the show description. What's up, guys, and welcome to a new episode of the Drunken Guardian podcast. Today we got some big news, and with that big news, Randy and Jay is going to give us some feedback on it as well. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hey. So we just finished watching the PS5 stream, the reveal stream for all some of the new games are coming out, some stuff they already announced, but the biggest news is the price and the release date, which we'll get to. But Randy, what'd you think of the stream in general?
It was the only thing I didn't care for, honestly, was Call of Duty, because that's just that.
Yeah, me and Jay was saying the exact same thing, actually.
Yeah, for that one, funnily enough, I actually it was long enough for me to like change my nephew and like come back in time to
that was
watch the rest of it.
Your pee break, essentially.
It was a long ass pee break. But no, overall, it was interesting. Some things were like really good. Other ones were like, okay, this is questionable. The one that comes to mind is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Hey, I was actually excited for that. I mean, I know the franchise got stale, but yeah. I'm still excited for it as long as it does something different.
And that's the thing. That's what, like, they haven't really done anything different with it, so it's kind of it's not as appealing as it normally would be. Like if it's like a kind of open map kind of thing, like you could actually walk around and shit, then all right, cool. Then it might be brought back to life. But otherwise, it's just that didn't sell it for me.
Okay, all right. Jay, any game stood out for you?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the first one, first one off the bat got me excited too. Yeah,
I was like, as soon as I saw the face tattoo, I was like, that looks like Final Fantasy art.
Yeah, it's just the art style is very, like, you can tell now.
Like, I love it. I love the fact that you can tell of it. Like, just and it looks pretty cool. The story looks cool. Like what I was talking about before we started recording. My thing, I think about that game, I think it's going to be split between two stories. Like, I don't think you have to purchase two separate games like Fire Emblem. But I think it's going to be two separate point of views. And like, it looks like the two characters are like infused with the power of some of the summons, because one guy he looked like he became Ifrit, the other one turned into Phoenix, which is pretty cool. So that's different. And also, like, with some of the gameplay, he kind of looked like he was throwing Titan punches. So I was like, that is different. Like, so I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm pretty hyped. I like the way they went too. They kind of went a little mature.
Yeah, I agree too. Yeah, they're going more mature. I after you mentioned the whole two-story thing, I do see that vibe. I just hope that the story is longer than 15, because 15 was actually fairly short. So the fact that they're splitting the story into two perspectives, if they did something like that, I hope it doesn't shorten the story itself. And it, I want to play a 60-hour Final Fantasy game. I don't want to play, 15, 20 hours like pretty much 15 was, if I just wanted to do the story. Well, so aside from that, there's, of course, the talk of the pricing and the release date. We talked about it last episode. And we were given our predictions, and our predictions are pretty much right on the money. They finally announced, so the PlayStation will be $499 for the core system, the one with the CD drive on there, and it'll be $399 for the all digital system. So they basically matched the price with the Xbox Series X, and you're only saving $100 for the digital version, but at least it's still just as powerful of a console, and you're saving yourself $100 if you just go all digital. Whereas the Series S, you're saving money.
The card, Jesus Christ! What was it again? 120.
120. You funny. It was 220.
220. Wait. Hold on. I don't want to glaze over that. You said 220, Jay?
I think last time I checked, hold on, it was like 119. Those cards are like 219. Those cards are not cheap.
That's ridiculous because you could get a fucking 1 terabyte for like 46.
Yeah.
Those little memory cards are solid state also, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're so expensive.
Those things aren't cheap.
Oh man, yeah. So I mean,
you can buy an external for like way cheaper, honestly.
Yeah, and have it work on a PS5. Yeah, me and Jay were watching the stream together, and I was reading through the comments, and everyone was saying, yeah, PS5 won.
Oh, definitely.
PS5 won. They're still. I actually had a friend of mine that he texted me yesterday and asked me my opinion on whether he should get the Xbox and the PS5, and because he's willing to buy both or pre-order both. And I told him honestly, you can wait for the Xbox because there's, not just because of the pricing, of course, but the biggest thing for me was there are no games that are exciting me right now. There are no games that are worth getting until next year, which is like, Halo Infinite, and I can't even think of anything else. They don't have many first party games.
Hellblade.
Everything else I can get on. Yeah, the Senua. Senua come out this year? I'm not sure.
I think it's a launch title, if I'm not mistaken. But like, if anything, other than that, everything is available on PC. So I'm like, should I even buy it right now?
You can wait on the Xbox. I'm getting a PS5 for sure release date. I guess everybody else is unanimous with the same decision, right?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
And hold on, what was that thing that you had sent in the group chat before? The Series V?
The series that rumored thing.
Yeah.
There's a Series V. So what was that? Was it like the same version or something?
Apparently, it's supposed to be just like the Series X, just all digital.
Okay.
But that's still like speculation and rumor. But it seems like stuff's been pretty accurate lately.
What would be sad is just that if the Series V was something real and they announced it, let's say like next week, I think it's like it'll almost feel like a desperation move.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Like not really like a Sony, like I gotcha, like Xbox threw the last punch and then he won. Like the Series V would definitely be a desperation move more than an actual like finisher move.
That's them shitting their pants after getting knocked out, basically.
Yeah. And then I'm sure if the Series V existed as well, I would assume it'll cost the same as their digital version, so it'd be $399 as opposed to the $299 for the Series S. Again, I don't know why the Series S even exists. If you're upgrading your console, you're upgrading it to something much better. Whereas, if you're buying the Series S, you're pretty much staying in the same generation.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's pretty fucking counterproductive, honestly.
I mean, they do like to shoot themselves in the foot a lot. So,
oh, do they ever?
Like,
why couldn't they make it like the Series U, and then it would be Xbox sucks?
Oh, that's good. I like that. They already had the X Bone. Yeah, X sucks. Oh man, that's good. Oh yeah, well, so yeah, the Xbox itself.
Hogwarts.
Like Hogwarts legendary legacy. That's what it was. Yeah,
we're close.
But the Xbox, there's nothing to get excited for this year. Hopefully they can catch up next year with some first party games, some things that are worth getting for the Xbox specifically. Is there anything that you guys, aside from Call of Duty, because Randy's already made that apparent, but is there anything that you guys didn't care for during the stream?
Call of Duty. Aside from Call of Duty, FNAF. Okay, I will admit, initially I wasn't excited for Hogwarts. Not that I am excited for it, but it's. I thought it was gonna be another like Harry Potter game, like from the PS2 and like Xbox era.
Yeah, those little like action adventure type games.
That's what I was thinking that it was gonna be. But then when I saw that it said Hogwarts early 1800s, I was like, okay. This is interesting. We're gonna actually like get some like fleshy backstory to it.
Yeah, it's character customization and all that.
Oh, OC Do Not Steal?
Yeah, there's no like it's not there's no
it's
there's
an
no
MMO.
one else the story. Yeah, there's no one.
Oh, it's an MMO?
Yeah, that's why they didn't name drop. There was no name dropping at all. It was literally just saying how you build your own legacy.
Yo, like, Wizard 101, but better.
Yeah, this is something that got leaked years ago, but WB kept on denying it, even though like they even found like job listings for the game, specifically saying MMO. But yeah, finally they decided to announce it today.
Got leaked and canceled, then brought back to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that happens. They do that a lot. The Devil May Cry Special Edition.
That one was weird.
I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah. I was telling Jay also that I didn't get to play Devil May Cry 5 when it first came out. Mm-hmm. So this is even more of a reason for me to buy that. I definitely want to play that game.
To play Virgil.
Yeah, nah. I want to pick it up because it looks like they added some more stuff to it. Like, I'm not...
Like Virgil and maps, most likely. They probably added like another scenario for him.
Yeah, story stuff. That's what I was going to say. Like, I feel like they added, besides just using Virgil, because it... Again, I can't say anything story related because it's Danny didn't play, so yeah, it's different. That's all I can say. Because anything that will come out of my mouth would be spoilers, so I'll leave.
Yeah, don't. I mean, I kind of have to get a refresh for the Devil May Cry storyline. I only really remember the first game. The second one, Dante, I know, kind of gets lost in a dimension or some shit like that, and that's all I remember. Definitely the one that stood out for me was Demon Souls. I was really expecting just like a somewhat high-res, version of the original.
No, that bitch pretty.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is the best looking remake I have ever seen now. Like even past Final Fantasy VII remake. As much as I love that game and the changes they did and everything, but like
no, Seven's in the shadow now. Seven's been in the shadows. It's like it was good for the first month. Yeah, and now it's
just the details and the lighting and the combat look nice and quick, and oh man, that was amazing.
Yes, freaking the demon at the end.
He got smoked.
Of course. Yeah.
Can we just talk about the fact that you can vault over things now?
Yeah, like, you could jump over stuff.
It looks like it has way more freedom.
But what if that's the only new mechanic that they have?
You can jump over select things. That's about it.
Oh no,
we'll see. I mean, Jay noticed the soapstones and the multiplayer stuff like sitting on the ground, so you can like activate them. So I missed that, but yeah. So I guess they're bringing that back though in the old-fashioned way, so people can join your game.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad they didn't like stick to slow combat. The combat seems fluid and smooth and like just as hell.
And maybe it was just because of the weapon he had, because he had just a broadsword, but hopefully it's still just as fluid and fast. Like, if I got like a freaking club or a greatsword or something like that.
Oh yeah, greatsword, you're definitely moving a little slower, but I feel like if they put that much detail into like, you see the way he did he countered it in the riposte after that. So he stabbed a guy through the chest and then lifted him and then slammed him to the ground.
And slammed him, yeah.
I'm like, wow, okay. I'm like, can I play this now, please?
Yeah, that was next year, right?
It didn't say. It didn't say.
Demon Souls? Okay.
They played us, and I feel like it's gonna get announced like eventually. The date itself. Well,
it'll be ready when it's ready.
Oh, I hope they don't do that. Cyberpunk blue balled us for years.
It'll give them time to actually polish it.
No, of course.
Like kinks in it.
No, I'm saying they don't. So I just hope they don't say that. Cyberpunk did that shit.
CD Projekt Red and Blizzard tend to that's their magic phrase all the time. Is it's ready when it's ready.
Well, I trust CD Projekt Red when they say that, though.
Yeah, you wait and then they end up giving you freaking Diablo for your iPhone, which is some bullshit.
Exactly, freaking goddamn Blizzard.
It's ready now.
I love the one guy who stood up during that
during that presentation.
Like, he was like, "Is this an April Fool's joke?" I was like, "Oh," I was like, "No." He just played them with their own freaking.
Yeah, I've never heard such loud boos after they announced that too.
I mean,
they got booed. That was funny.
Freaking hilarious. And then we got a Diablo announcement.
Anything else you want to mention about the stream? Anything you want to talk about?
Oddworld looks fun.
Yeah,
You like Oddworld?
Resident Evil.
Am I alone on that statement?
What?
Say what?
No, I said Oddworld always looks fun.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh no. I'm being silently judged.
Resident Evil did look good. It was different because like it looked like the zombies or whatever creatures they are, like they can move fast, so it's different. It's not the slow moving zombies like before.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, from what I saw so far, I'm hoping it's not the whole pursuer type of game again. Like I don't like getting chased all the time. It makes me sweat. I don't
Oh man, make sure you're not like recording yourself while you're playing that game. Then
I know, right?
Completely drenched.
Gonna look like that Key and Peele gif.
I like the oh yes, like yeah,
Just sweats profusely.
Yeah, I like the pursuer mechanic thing. I mean, yeah, it's already been done, so let's not bring it back again now. But it was fun in 7 because it brought up the tension. You don't know if he was gonna freaking come through a wall or some shit, or that lady was gonna come through that window. It kept you on your toes, and like the jump scares were actually fun.
Yeah. I feel like the scariest one was the grandmother in the wheelchair.
Yeah, just standing there for no reason.
Standing there at the end of the hall, and the closer you get, you hear her humming that song, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. And I'm like, oh man, please stop.
Yeah, I don't want to tell Aunt Rhody.
Which was also a good twist for that game. Spoilers, she ended up being the main villain chick, the girl. Yeah, that was surprising. Whoa, you didn't know this?
No, I knew it.
Yeah, I think at this point everybody should know that ending.
Everybody should know that. Just look it up. YouTube. Yeah. If you can't play it, just watch it.
Deathloop.
Yeah, everyone was saying Time Splitters in chat, and I was like, that does not look like Time Splitters at all.
It didn't look like Time Splitters.
People are dingbats. I guess people forgot that they announced Deathloop.
When I saw the trailer again, I was like, all right, like, we know the gist of this, so I'll just keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, can you explain it to me? Because I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Like, I get that if you die, you start all over. But is the whole like point or the goal is to like get through each level without like you have to memorize everything to kind of get through everything as smoothly as possible?
I mean, I'm assuming so. Fucking the premise of it, they're not going to give it all away right away.
Because it's probably spoiler heavy.
Yeah, because it's like if he has these 8 targets, and obviously like you can't be like, oh, I have to kill them because I have a curse that makes me immortal. This and that, blah blah blah, and say, oh well, okay, you gave away the story, and now it's just all gameplay that we had that we're left with.
I don't know. It seems like there's plenty of gameplay though. I mean, I see like people getting flung by telekinesis and stuff, and things getting thrown at them with the telekinesis, and all these other weird powers. Like it seems like
there's gameplay. That there's a lot of fucking gameplay, but the characters are probably tied into those powers, and they don't want to like explain how, why, and what.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we'll see. See if we can get some news on that at some point. It's too bad they delayed it.
Did they? I don't remember. I can't remember that when they first showed it off. Did they say that there was going to be competitive? It's like someone else controls the female, like to prevent.
That's what they had in the initial PlayStation 5 thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they announced.
So that'd be pretty cool. Have a little twist on it. I want to see how that goes.
And what do you guys think of the Miles Morales trailer with the little bit of gameplay they gave us?
I'm so looking forward to playing that game. That's another one of my like day one purchases.
Yeah. What again? I don't pay attention to these release dates. Is that a release? Is that a console thing or?
Yeah, that's a launch title.
Launch title? Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. I was telling Jay before, I would hope that, because I really love Miles Morales. He's actually, now that he has solidified himself in the Marvel universe, especially after that movie, he's one of my favorite Spider-Men. And I'm hoping that they keep the trend going for him to stay as, this huge franchise. So I was saying to him how I hope they're going to lead this DLC to the next game where where Peter Parker eventually dies, just like he does in the comics. And then Miles Morales like officially takes over.
That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't be against that at all.
Yeah.
Especially because, them doing that, they can also like branch out to the whole like Spider-Verse itself too. Just adding that part, and then that means they're acknowledging the outside continuity of the Miles Morales storyline.
Yeah, that would be cool. They'll do like a Spider-Verse game where you could like play as like the mech Spider-Man, or the like, you know, the anime girl, or noir Peter Spider-Man Porker. Or something, Peter Porker, and then he has all his cartoon powers and stuff that you can play. I mean, if you could like play the Avengers and every single character that you play plays differently, then you could do the same thing with a Spider-Man game. True. And play with all these different Spider-Men.
Penny would be pretty cool.
That'd be fun.
Penny's she's the anime.
The anime one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty dope.
Let's talk about that. What was it? PlayStation Plus
collection
shit that they had. Some of the titles were Days Gone. Just right off the bat, Days Gone.
Well, I mean,
they were just showing off.
They're showing off what some of the games you can play. I'm not too excited about it. I think that's two solutions to their problem. One is their solution to the Xbox Game Pass, kind of like, you know, that's competition for that now. And then the second thing is that this is their way of doing the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can start downloading PS3 or PS2 games, for example, through their servers. We talked about this before. I mean, this is probably one of their solutions, instead of just using hardware or installing new software into their OS for the PS5. So you could just download their games.
That's why I feel like the name choice was like PlayStation Plus Collections.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't
PlayStation Plus Pass,
because you can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah, collections. Yeah, if they did PlayStation Plus Pass, that'd be hilarious. It's just like, yeah, ooh, that's the wrong name.
But yeah, the games that they showed, they were just showing like examples of games. They didn't show. That's not all the only games that they have so far.
Oh no, I know, but like when I saw Days Gone, I was like, maybe they could have picked a better fucking game to like advertise this with.
I mean, people like Days Gone. There's the group out there.
Yeah, there's a group. I mean, enough to warrant a sequel, because I know they're working on the sequel.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a game. It just wasn't. Yeah. It just wasn't what everyone was used to. Like,
yeah,
it was a story game, but it was also like something else as well.
I never got to play it, but from what I heard, I think a lot of people were put off with the whole motorcycle mechanic and like having to worry about like maintenance and all that shit with it, and then of course some of the gameplay, like, you know, dealing with the zombies, like the hordes and stuff like that, wasn't as fun as people thought it would be.
Like I played some of it. I didn't really get too far into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, no Metal Gear.
Oh, of course not. That was not gonna happen.
Is there any games that you would have expected to be announced?
No, I actually got my game.
I got Final Fantasy.
No, Demon Souls.
Oh, well, I got my two games: Final Fantasy and Demon Souls. Resident Evil, I knew they were gonna show that again. I doubt they're gonna show any of their revived IPs that were being like hinted at or rumored at too.
Like what?
They didn't even say. People were hearing like speculations on the rumor mill about like some IPs that they might decide to revive, and I'm like, I couldn't
think of anything. I mean, I mentioned Jack and Daxter. They'll be nice to bring back, but I can't think of anything else.
What was on the rumor mill?
They didn't list them. That's what I said.
So the rumor is just that in general they were going to bring some IPs.
Yeah, okay. They have a crap ton of IPs. So
yeah, I mean, technically they have been bringing back some stuff. If you look at it, you know, there's God of War, what they remade, and Ratchet and Clank is coming back now. Crash Bandicoot has already come back now.
People were also like hoping SOCOM. Like there was also
that would be interesting.
Yeah, I would play SOCOM again.
When was the last time they came out with a game for that? Actually,
what's that?
When was the last time they came out with a SOCOM game?
PS3. It was SOCOM 4.
Yeah. I would go for a Siphon Filter game.
Oh, I haven't played that in
the first one. Like if they're gonna do a remake, just the first one, but or just a complete total overhaul for the franchise would be nice too.
Yeah, Siphon Filter is a classic. That's
yeah.
I haven't played that in like since I played my PS1 back in the olden times.
I know the game, but I didn't know the name, and like seeing it, I'm like, oh my god.
Now you recognize it.
Yeah.
Blocky as shit, but it was a good game.
It had such weird strafing controls too.
Yeah, they really did.
Like it was tanky, but not.
And this makes me want to go through I got the little PlayStation Classic. I want to go through my games and see what they should have brought. Man, oh God, you know what? I take that back. I don't want fucking Siphon Filter. I want Parasite Eve.
Oh, Parasite Eve.
They need to bring back Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve and freaking Dino Crisis.
Yeah, there are rumors of that, actually.
That's another one from the rumor mill, Mr. Randy. Showing names.
Rumors are fun.
They are, because especially when they become true.
Which is a majority of them nowadays.
Well, it's funny, yeah, because the internet is such a huge thing. Obviously, like, you know, there's so many outspoken people out there who just say, "I want this, I want this, I want this," and if enough people say it, those developers will be like, "Damn, maybe we should make it and make some money," and then it happens. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Final Fantasy VII. They have literally said they would never do a remake because it would cost too much time, money, and we don't know how it'll fit on discs.
They did that to themselves when they showed that tech demo on the PS.
That's exactly when they were denying it. They were like, whoa, it's just a tech demo. We just wanted to show you how, you know, the power of the PlayStation.
Lies.
Everyone went nuts. And they just kept getting bugged about it. And eventually they caved in and they're just like, holy shit, maybe this is some money we can make. And they started doing it.
Yeah, they freaking broke the first part down. Like they went more in depth with the whole Midgard. Portion of the game, which is cool. At first, I was on the fence about the whole splitting up 7 into parts, but then I was like, but when I heard what they were planning on doing, I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like I see what you're doing. Yeah,
I wasn't surprised when it was split up into however many games they're gonna do, because that's the first thing I thought about was, yeah, it's not all gonna fit in one disc. It didn't fit. It didn't fit in one disc in the PS1 era. Like it had 3 discs, so. What would happen? Would it be 5 discs? Would it be 6 discs? So breaking it into parts still just made sense to me.
Oh no, I feel like it would have fit. It would have fit on a disc that we have nowadays, the Blu-rays.
On one?
We may have it may be like 2. Remember?
I don't think so, because that all depends on
how much content is throwing out.
Exactly, like the content, the how much story, how much graphics.
Let's put it this way. So 7 initially came out on 4 discs, right, in the PlayStation 1 era.
3?
I thought it was 4.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm thinking, okay. My point was I was going to bring up Lost Odyssey. That one was 4 discs.
Oh yeah,
360. Now imagine had they done all that shit for the PS1. How many discs would that fucking be instead of 4? Exactly. So yeah. So with everything that they're gonna do for like 7 now, there's no way it's gonna be 2 discs. Fucking what, the first couple hours of like the original 7, they stretched it out into this one part.
Yeah,
they're gonna make this shit big.
And the problem is with, the production costs, everybody making the game, you don't want to sell a game for $60 when you're selling three discs or 4 discs or 5 discs, because nowadays, like, making games are expensive. So if you're selling a 3-disc game, it better cost $120. It better cost $200 because of how much money was put into making the game in the first place.
Oh no, of course. If they did release it on 3 discs altogether from the start, it would have been expensive.
Yeah, can you imagine buying $120 game or more?
That is it a collector's edition, just the base?
Well, I mean, even with collector's edition, you're getting extra stuff. You're
buying a statue,
like a backpack or a statue or something.
Saying, like, if it's 120 for the base game itself, imagine what the collectors would be like.
Oh God, yes.
Shit.
Triple that.
Nah.
You come with like a fucking model of Cloud or Sephiroth, or Cloud with the motorcycle or some shit, like I always see everywhere.
With Sephiroth,
Cloud with Sephiroth.
The statue, it also depends on who they get to make the statue.
Play Arts Kai.
Yeah, Play Art is expensive.
Play Arts is expensive.
Their freaking DC line statues are expensive as well.
Oh no, yes, of course. But like, let's say they did get Play Arts on a 3-disc 120 base game for a collector's edition on this.
It'd be 500.
That bitch would be steep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So everybody overall is happy with the stream, right?
Hell yeah. We're playing Miles Morales and Devil May Cry Day 1.
PlayStation 5 won. I'm not like strictly a fanboy for PlayStation, but I'm sorry, PlayStation 1.
Xbox
if anybody
sucks,
else,
but with the B instead, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
No, right now they're fucking like losing, dude.
I do want to hear what anybody listening has to say, like, to defend the Xbox. Like, I truly want to know. Like, I'm not looking for an argument or something. I really want to know their opinion on like why you still think that the Xbox is better to get first for whatever reason. But our opinion, obviously, is PlayStation's won this round so far. Maybe Xbox will catch up later on in the next year or something, or two, because the new generation still's got 5 to 10 years of life now, so they've got plenty of time to redeem themselves to see how it goes.
Wait, one suggestion.
Yeah.
Let's start by not having it at like a half-powered machine to upsell the other one. That's what Xbox can start with.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, I'm hoping people can just overlook that and hopefully just get the X. I still don't understand if anybody would ever get the S for any reason if you're trying to upgrade a console.
That release date though. Forgot about that one.
Oh, the release date.
Yeah, 2 days after.
2 days that is, so yeah, the PlayStation is coming out too. Did I even mention it?
No, that's what I was like before we go.
No. Sorry, yeah. So all right.
So we totally glazed over it.
So yeah, we did move over it. So yeah, the PlayStation 5 is coming out November 12th. It's 2 days after the Xbox. Strange that they did that, because they could have had any opportunity to release 2 days before the Xbox to kind of like beat them to the punch, but it's almost, I kind of feel like it's almost like a little pity 2 days for them to like sell some stuff. Yeah, it's just like, okay, well, Xbox, we'll give you 2 days to see how you do. Okay,
it's a mind game. This is just a whole mind game right now. Like 2 days after, like
yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
They know, they know what they're doing, and it just makes them look even better if they actually do outsell, which we know that they probably will. If they do outsell the PlayStation, and makes Xbox look just as bad again because they couldn't outsell them for the first 2 days.
Yeah, I feel like the digital is going to outsell the Xbox. Like, that's my opinion. The digital version of the PS5. The PS5 is going to outsell the Series X. Like, day one, just for the simple fact of it being $400 less. Right off the bat, that's a good selling point. Mm-hmm. Like, you're getting the same exact PS5, but for $400.
Exactly. And you're just getting a digital, which a lot more people are leaning more towards. So I can see that happening. I'm a little bit worried though, because I say that they can outsell them even after giving the Xbox those 2 days, but there are still rumors going on that the PS5 has stopped manufacturing new systems, so they may not have enough for the holidays.
They debunked that yesterday.
Have they denied that already?
Yeah, they denied it yesterday.
Okay.
They came out real quick. As soon as that rumor started up, they were like, nah, y'all stupid.
Yo, people were bored. What the fuck?
They were like, cut that shit out. Like, it was on Bloomberg.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it was really out there. It wasn't just a rumor mill. It was on newspapers.
Yeah. Sony came out, was like, yo, stop. Chill. Like, we're doing as much as we can to get everything out. Yeah,
it just reminds me of back then when the Wii first came out. It was so hard to get a console. Like, as soon as a store got some in stock, it was sold out within hours. So it was hard to get one. And I only got lucky and got one a month after the release because I was dating someone that was working for GameStop. So she ended up holding a system for me and I bought it.
The inside scoop.
Yeah. But okay, so PlayStation will do okay then. So if they have enough consoles ready for the holidays.
Although I do want to know like what the numbers for the S are going to be like in comparison, not just
the numbers
to the
of
X, the Series S for the Xbox.
Yeah,
you talking about the specs?
No. Like the numbers,
the sales numbers.
Sales area, yeah.
Oh, Xbox was always really dodgy with that. Whenever they gave out numbers, they always bullshitted their numbers, saying, "Oh, we don't care about units sold. We care about how many people are playing the Game Pass, or how many people are streaming this or downloading that," which is bullshit. So they're probably going to do the same thing. They're probably going to play around the numbers instead of actually giving you how many systems they sold.
Yeah,
that's lame.
They always do.
They even did it with a 360. They never, even though the 360 did very well, they were always really dodgy about giving numbers.
Damn shame.
Yeah. But anyways, that's it. We don't got much time left, so I'm gonna leave it there. We're all happy with the PlayStation stream. Oh yeah, we're all happy with the PlayStation stream, but I am curious about what people think of the Xbox information as well. Are people still feeling the Xbox? What are their defense on it and stuff like that? Like I mentioned before, send us comments, emails, whatever you can about it. Same thing with Jay. Send them some messages on Twitch. Jay, what was your Twitch stream?
Twitch.tv/jbiggs08.
Randy, where can we find you?
Also at twitch.tv/jbiggs08/.com.us.
.us.
No, but for real, to just like also a final clarification, everyone in this podcast will be getting both consoles. There is no hate on, the Xbox. There is no hate on the PlayStation. We're not going to fanboy or anything. Open for discussion. So if you have comments, please talk about it.
Be nice though. Be gentle.
It's our first time.
Or don't be gentle. I really don't care because
spit on it or don't. Fucking, we can take it. Simple as that.
Exactly. That's exactly what I say. Like we're not filtered. We speak our minds, and it wouldn't be fair if we let our listeners not do the same thing. So you guys say whatever you want, express it however you want. It's not going to bother us. Freaking New Yorkers got thick skin, so we can deal with it. Send us those comments and stuff. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later,
y'all.
Bye.
Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for listening. If you want to keep up to date with all the news and content available with us, check out our Instagram, check out our YouTube, and check out our Twitch. We do weekly content, and I would love to hear from you guys and your thoughts about everything that went down today, and even with past episodes as well. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.